a lot of the people who are advocates, right, for, in this space, not all of them have any real first-hand experience being immigrants or with immigrants, right? Not a lot of them can truly speak to the journey of an immigrant. Not a lot of them can speak to the pain, to the transition, to the challenges, to the experiences, to the victories that we experience as immigrants. And yes, while it's good that people have embraced us and embraced our stories, and it still doesn't. There's still a gap. There's still a clear gap in terms of it's our stories will carry more weight than anybody else speaking out for us. When it's coming from I'm pushing for this because I've lived it, right? I am pushing for this legislation, this piece of legislation, this policy. I'm pushing for it because it's something that it's been drawn from. People believe you because it's no longer just politics for you. It's no longer just an act. It's real life. It's lived experiences. And so our stories carry power, right? So that's why, again, when we talk about representation and visibility, it's super important that we are part of the conversation, right? When policymakers hear authentic immigrant experiences, they legislate more effectively. That is the truth, right? So let's be part of making sure our stories are heard, our voices, our experiences are shared. Number two reason why our voices matter is influence and advocacy, right? Policy isn't just made in government. It is shaped in communities, it's shaped in schools, it's shaped in workplaces. That is where the conversations really happen, right? The government is the infrastructure per se to bring it to life or to make it happen. But it's really about what's happening in the communities, right? And drawing up support for certain issues happens at the community level. It happens in schools. It happens in the place of work, right? And so we have to be intentional about making sure our voices are heard in these spaces, right? It's when we talk about things around, we've had this whole brouhaha this year around diversity, equity, inclusivity, policy and conversations, all of that, and companies scrapping or rebranding, redefining, what that looks like for them. If we are not, if we don't lend our voice to the impact of these policies, these things will go away, or these things will change without contributions from our side, or without how it affects us being brought into consideration. And so if anything is going to shift or remain the same or adjust around these things, then we have to make sure that we are in the conversation. If not, we're not going to be a factor in the decisions, if I'm making sense. All right, so it's the influence, it's an advocacy. The other reason why our voice matters is in legacy and future generations. If we don't speak now, our children will grow up navigating systems we never try to improve. I'm a parent. I have 3 beautiful daughters who are growing up, who are curious, who are, beautiful, and I want them to live in a country that is free, that is fair, where they have opportunity better than their father did, right? They are first generation Americans. They are not, I want it to be a better country for them, right? It's my duty to help build that. It's my duty to help shape that future. And we have to think beyond ourselves. Advocacy ensures that future immigrants inherit a more equitable society. One of the things that we talk about here at the African Immigrant Collective, it's about how our goal is to ensure that no one has to start from scratch. We want to take our journey and our experiences and build a better situation for people who are coming after us. One way we can do that is by getting involved in advocacy, getting involved in policy making, getting involved, making sure we are represented. It's super powerful, it's super important. This is at the core of what we do at the African American Collective. Right? And so I really want to make this call. Everybody needs to lend their voice. Everybody needs to get off your couch and jump in, right? Even if you're not trying to get involved in politics, or there are other ways to get involved, right? There are other ways to get involved.